Success. Good morning and welcome. This is Unveiling Meditation. And this week, my goal this week is just Savasana from the perspective of getting us all here, connecting in, but it's also the astrology is so intense. So the purpose of that Savasana, of like just connecting and rolling with the energy that's here, as opposed to going for some big attunements and like activating archetypes and whatnot, is that the astrology itself is really, really juicy this week and next. We just came into Leo. We will have a new moon in Leo later this week. And then we head into the Lion's Gate the following week. So we're going to be through the meditations, talking a lot about this energy, and also being guided through some good archetypes to take us through each of these aspects. But the most part, the biggest focus is yourself. That is our biggest theme that we are working with, is allowing for yourself to be coming together with what is connecting with ourselves. So that being said, what do I mean? We, in May, as we know, came through a huge eclipse season, like shook up the jar, shook up the bag. And then since then, it's just been this emotional shifting, a lot of water energy. We have Venus that just came into Cancer. We have, a lot of different aspects that are specifically lined up to wash out, to cleanse out everything that got activated through May. So that's been the cycle we've been in. And it's been a long one, right? All of June, most of July, we're here, we're doing it. But this is the big shift that we knew was coming on the backside. And it is going to be a huge explosive energy, a lot of power with Mars and Uranus. They're syncing up. Uranus is the wild card. It's random, it's explosive action. It's the stuff that sparks it and gets you going, which is what we need, right? To pop out of summer, to come out of our savasanas. So with that being said, my invitation to you is to just let it all melt in, see where and how your energy is feeling. If you haven't felt the shift, you're going to feel it this week during our series of meditations. So taking a nice big breath in as we begin our recording. Nice big exhale. Welcome. And another nice deep breath in, bringing the shoulders up around the ears and rolling them down the spine. Even if you're out and you like to move and be in action while you do these meditations, go ahead and get the spine. Let's focus on opening the spine up. So several little shoulder rolls and rubs of the shoulder blade down the spine, lifting up and out and settling back in. And again, lifting up and out. So feeling a stretch in that lower tailbone. If you're out and you're moving and you like to do this actively, however, you need to get those hip flexors kind of open, that tailbone open. Another nice deep breath in. And as you are ready, just settling in and beginning to roll with the energy. Don't just drop and slouch back into your space, but allow that spine to feel as though you've just created space between each of the vertebrae, opening it up and allowing that electricity to flow up and through your body. And as we begin our meditation today, beginning with our light link, bringing middle finger to thumb, nice deep inhale and sending your focus up to the sky, activating that golden flame, that golden light of the sun, imagining kind of like it used to be like we'd do dial up. For those of you who can remember dial up, beep, 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 beep. Allowing yourself to just do that dial up, taking your time, really reaching up into as high of a frequency as you can, settling in, imagining that sun shining down, but also calling on our soul's purpose. This is like that rain shower. In the same way, if a filter's coming, water is running down and through, and then it hits the shower head, and it can be a rain shower coming through, just allowing yourself to feel that energy dropping down from the intensity to your body, from your body all the way down that spine, down the hips, as we make our way down and into the earth, and feeling into this Cancer energy, this watery energy, as we drop into our intuition. Venus is the planet of our intuition, and she just came into Cancer, so she has taken a big old bath. So imagining as though you've suddenly entered, and it's like the water is like pool deep, waist deep. And let's go ahead and just set a drain as our grounding cord, our grounding mechanism today, allowing that. Imagining there's a drain in the bottom of the pool, the bottom of the tub, popping it open. And to ground yourself, just imagining the feel, the pull, that suction that pulls all the water down the drain like a vortex. Imagining that all pulling on your lower energy body. And with it, pulling that light from above of the golden shower of water pouring down and over you, down and out, until you feel your feet beneath you. No longer this water hovering around your waist. Imagining it now down around the knees. Again, a vortex of energy. Taking your time here, really allowing the mind to get to the clarity. Oftentimes when we shift in astrology, when there's a big astrological shift, it changes how we perceive the energy around us. So noticing what those shifts are for you, how your mind is tuning in, what imagery, what sensations. While I guide you, you're getting your own information as well. Active meditation we're doing, and our goal is to be feeling not like our feet are rooted in the mud. So again, allowing the earth to drain and drain as it takes in the water, letting it take in the heaviness within our body. All of that, it's as though we've gotten to that bottom layer of muck, of everything we've been sloshing and churning and changing up, recalibrating. It's almost like we're going to emerge out on the top like a new plant springing forth. Its green leaves poking above the surface, but its roots not just in the muck, but reaching all the way down to the center of the earth. You are connected, feeling the heartbeat, the rhythm of the earth. Notice how this shows up for you as it gets flushed out, cleared away, breathing in and out. What sounds are showing up around you? Do you hear birds outside? Is there stillness in the air? Is it dead calm? Did your air conditioning suddenly kick on? Take it all in right now. Feel it. This is what we are here to do. We are here to feel the different fields of energy, because if you know them, you know how they're supposed to look, you can clean them up. You can find them, you can sense them, you can feel them, you can tweak them, you can up-level them. They are yours, just like cooking and making an awesome dinner. You can put in the right spices and ingredients and everything that you're craving. Our bodies and this energy is no different. It is your environment to decorate, to feel into as you will. For that is what Leo, and this Leo in particular, is all about. What this theme is that we are shifting into is all about is you and your ability to individuate. And what's actually interesting, Kaipacho was speaking about this last week, is that we're heading into a phase where we are coming out of the individual, but it's not for the sake of it being because the individual has been bad. The new age is shifting into togetherness, but it's togetherness with our diversity and our differences that makes us strong, which means that we have to be grounded and centered in who we are as the individual. And that is the aspect that this Leo is calling forth. And so as we begin our journey today, keeping in mind that your force, your power, your joy is what this is all about. And only you know how to derive that. Only you know how to bring that to the forefront and let it radiate out from your heartbeat and to feel it. So as you breathe in and out, coming into your heart space, feeling those roots as you are this young sprouted plant that is blooming forth in this next cycle. We are entering a new cycle, rolling the shoulders. And as I say that, the thunder is rolling. You can hear it rumbling all around us, breathing in and out. Affirmation that we are here. We have arrived. We have made our cycle a good couple cycles around the wheel, opening our hearts to begin our journey today. As you imagine yourself walking through the woods, feeling the crunch of the leaves, the softness of the forest floor beneath your feet, turning to the right, winding around some trees, turning to the left, gazing ahead and seeing a clearing out before you, taking your time, not being in a hurry to jump to that part, just enjoying these trees, touching them, seeing the luminescence of your body, feeling their roots, imagining their roots dropping into the earth, noticing what type of trees have come forward in your meditation. Are they pines reaching up to the heavens? Are they deciduous, forest of trees? Are they birch? You can hear the chatter of their leaves up above. Can you see the sun? As you go deeper and deeper, the energy becomes darker, shifting into the nighttime, into our inner realm, making your way towards that clearing. And in the clearing, you can see the moon shining upon this open glade. And in the center is a rock. In the center of this glade is a rock. And so as you pass through this open field, this open glade with the forest encircling you, those trees reaching high to the sky, you gaze up and you see the moon shining down, ever so slightly a sliver that she is. And you see the stars beaming down like the trees, companions on your journey. And you find yourself being drawn to the rock, its solidness, its presence, as we use this rock to open this portal, this field of energy to the beyond. You find yourself touching it. Maybe it shifts dimension, transforming into a throne or a chair. And you begin to feel as though the trees are becoming alive, the stars, like the angels descending, are becoming closer and closer until suddenly you realize you're not alone in this glade. You are surrounded by love, by support, by people on this journey with you. So as you take a nice big breath in, feeling your body, the thunder is rumbling again, right in sync with us as we are working this meditation today. I wish you could hear it. Another nice deep breath in. Imagining yourself taking a seat upon this rock, feeling your sitting bones now in both 3D as you shift into this X-dimensional awareness, allowing yourself to wander, to be on this journey, feeling the fields, both the third and the X dimension, taking a breath in going deeper in. And as we do, our journey begins, sensing before you a beautiful, beautiful priestess who welcomes you, noticing her dress, her hair, her hands. And you suddenly realize that she is you. She has a journey for you, an experience. There's a whole cotillion of people here ready to greet you. And as they do, as you hold court for all those that have descended from the stars and from the trees, you realize that you're being taken on a journey, as you probably have many times before, greeting and meeting past aspects of yourself. And it's as though each person that presents themselves, as they make their way into the circle, following her, she as you, her story is your story. You can begin to see the next person emerging. You in the times of when you were a leader among your people. And you can see the lines worn in your face from worry and strife. And you take your hands at this time and you embrace and say, welcome. The journey has been so worth it. And as you take a breath again, you can see yourself now, the next person approaching you as the medicine person, the healer amongst your people. And you see all of the times that this healer represents, not just whatever past lifetimes, but all the times in those lifetimes in permutations of being that healer. The healer who is a modern doctor, the healer in you, who knew the medicines and the herbs of the forest that could transform, that could bring just the right solution. And so you take these hands in yours and you feel that strength rising in you, the understanding of the wisdom of how the soul moves through the body and where it needs more light and life force and where it needs less. And you smile and embrace, feeling that light and that wisdom passing into your heart as you prepare to greet this next aspect of yourself, you as the teacher. And you suddenly feel classroom upon classroom upon classroom unfolding, from the young to the college students, to the old, to the many circles and campfires you sat around, guiding through your wisdom. And you feel the hands of the teacher in yours, and you feel that wisdom pass through those hands. Taking a breath in as you prepare to greet yourself as the storyteller, the keeper of the mythology, the keeper of the stories. And the many different permutations this is held, some as the teacher, but also some as the medicine person, and some as the politician, the one who understood the past as well as the future and where we could be leading ourselves, who could help others through the story see themselves in the future that was to come and the role that they needed to take and to fulfill. And you can feel these stories weaving around you like a fabric. You can see yourself placing an intricate thread, stitching in, embroidering in the details on this tapestry that the storyteller, the bard, has woven through the ages. And as you chase this thread deeper and deeper in, you see it like a rainbow luminescent beam of light weaving in with all of these archetypes. The leader, and the thunder rumbles again. The teacher, the healer, who is the medicine person, and the doctor, the leader as the executive. You feel all of these archetypes awakening within you as you discover the warrior, the thunder rolling in, bringing forward that Mars energy before you. It's almost out of the darkness that they emerge, and you feel the power and the strength before you. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. And as you take a breath in and you take the hands of the warrior, you feel the strength of the oak in time that has stood still through the ages, creating and carving and forging pathways out of nothingness into something, out of the collective into you. And so as this circle forms around you, you feel the strength rising within you. You feel them encircling you as you are next greeted by the Joker living within you, the one who loves to play and be light on their feet and in their heart, that can dance amongst the most challenging of circumstances, as well as take flight with the angels. And you feel the laughter and the joy rising up amongst this circle of archetypes, all these aspects and versions of you as you breathe in and out. And you realize you did it. You did it. You've made it here. You've gotten this much done in your life. In life, no matter what may be going on, you've done it, and it is good. The way you feel with this essence, these presences encircling you is good. For deep inside, you know you're a survivor. You know you are a warrior. You know you bring joy and light and love to the world around you. And so you feel, as you feel them rising up with you, you feel that inner priest or priestess awakening and activating within you. And you can begin to see the next path as the circle opens in its luminescent light, that next path, the journey upon which we are emerging into and where we are going, presents itself. And as you step out of the circle and take your first few steps back into the glade along this path, you know that often while we're seemingly walking alone, that there is all of this light and this love surrounding you. These are your cheerleaders. And as you take those steps out into nature and into society and into your life, these are your cheerleaders that are there to guide you, to support you, to bolster you up. Else other than yourself is there to get that job done. For if we can't do it for ourselves, we can't do it for the world around us. We can't attract it or magnetize it. This light in your heart that is glowing, you seemingly notice, is illuminating the path before you. You are not alone. And the world we live in does not encourage you to take your own course, your own path. It says, take this, do that, listen to this, follow this, consume this, put this in your body. Not feeling good, drink more of that. You should be this way, you should be that, you should be anything other than you. With each progressive step, you feel yourself anchoring in those roots to the earth, you, as you make your way back into the forest, finding yourself moving through the trees. And this time, a tree along this path that is illuminated presents itself as you go deeper and deeper in, back into the forest. A beautiful, mighty tree of life, greater than any oak or tree that roams or lives and roots itself in this earthly dimension. A tree that reaches to the heavens, into the core of the earth. You feel its solidness and its ability to individuate amongst the trees of the forest. And you know that this tree is you. You feel its strength. You feel its height. You feel its ability to be big and to stand out amongst the rest. And you feel joy. The joy and the light and the love that comes when we allow ourselves to love, to be that priest or that priestess within, guiding ourselves back to ourselves and to spirit. And as you feel this tree rising up and out of you and the roots reaching down and in, you know you've arrived. For this is your center point. All of those other degrees, even the archetypes that have lived the lifetime upon lifetime, all of them not as centered as this tree, all of them living under truths, degrees of truth, because of who they are, what they perceive their role to be, the healer connecting to the soul, the teacher feeling compelled to teach. All of them bring you to this center. Because the reality is, as Kaipacha said, if you don't teach, you're going to get taught. And if you don't live, you're going to be lived for. Live for you today. Taking a nice deep breath in here, rolling the shoulders again, feeling how that energy has shifted. Feeling yourself moving, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Feeling yourself waking up to yourself. This is where we are headed. The lion is going to be roaring for the next couple weeks, jumping out of that cave. We are just waking him up, giving the nudges that are needed. This is the fiery energy we are shifting into. We're going to be feeling a lot of this watery and fiery energy. So as you come back into your body, feeling what feels aligned and connected most right here, right now, taking that nice deep breath in, stretching the body open and up, feeling that spine elongated again as you come all the way back, feeling your heart, feeling that beautiful light burning within you. May it be an incredible day. Namaste.